This is a T-Bone production coming to you live from Dubai. A live segment for Filipinos loaded with tips and insights. Standing out, speaking out. It's entertaining. It's informative. It's interactive. And we want you to be a part of it. Standing out, speaking out. And now, here's your host, Kabayan Rico, live from Dubai. Many people are scared to start an undertaking for so many reasons. Based on survey, these are the reasons. Number 1, fear of humiliation. Number 2, fear of being ridiculed. Number 3, fear of rejection. Next, fear of the uncertainty. And ito yung pinaka-common, fear of failure. The question of the hour is, do you think we need to fear failure or embrace it? For the next 1 hour, join us as we delve on a life-changing discussion on embracing failure to succeed in life. For the next 1 hour, nagbabalik na naman ang inyong lingkod, Kabayan Rico, dito sa ating T-Bone Weekly segment, so-so or standing out, speaking out. Kasama ko si Blue, yung mabait nating aso dito sa studio. Gusto kong batiin yung mga kaibigan natin in the Middle East, umagang-umaga. Hindi lang umaga, maganda ang umaga. Mga kaibigan natin sa Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Oman. No? Meron pa tayong mga friends from Egypt as well, and Jordan. Kaya magpapasalamat po kami for always joining us on a weekly basis. Yung sa Pilipinas, hapon naman, at sa ibang panig ng mundo, gabi at madaling araw. Wherever you are and whatever you are doing, gusto kong batiin kayo ng isang mainit at magandang araw live from Dubai. Kasama ko ngayon, no, dahil importante itong discussion natin. I have to make sure that my guest is competent in the real sense of the word. Ito ay isang certified public accountant by profession, isang finance manager sa isang consultancy firm dito sa Dubai. That means na malaki ang sahod, pwedeng utangan, di ba? And exposed ito sa mga public speaking competition, being a speaker of Toastmaster International. At ito ang kanyang isa sa achievement na nagpapabago sa kakayahan ng mga bata. He is the co-founder of the Public Speaking Club for the Youth, yung Gabil International, na mamaya babatiin natin yung kasama niya. by starting the organization. At saka, ito, trainer when it comes to effective communication. At pagbanggit ng pangalan niya, alam niyo na, yan! Sikat na sikat sa Toastmaster International. Looking young, looking free, and looking single. Today here, sa ating Standing Out, Speaking Out, Ken Sabihon. Ken, magandang umaga dyan.
Hi, Kuya Rick. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Kuya Rick. And good morning to the whole world. Kung saan ka man nanonood on any part of the world, magandang umaga dyan sa'yo.
Bilib ako sa'yo, nagising ka ng maaga.
Kaya ako sabi ko, ang aga naman ng gigs ng T-Bon dito. No, pero no, it's a very good morning.
Yeah, of course.
It feels great to really start your day right now with great influence.
Especially if you are making a habit to wake up at as early as 5 in the morning and 6 o'clock in the morning and start your day with a prayer. No, maganda yun talaga. Uy, batiin mo yung mga taga-Cagayan.
Of course, so binabati ko yung mga kababayan ko dyan sa Cagayan de Oro. Hello sa inyo, magandang hapon. Ang oras na ba doon? Alauna, so hope you've already had your lunch.
Bisaya up! Akong pangumustaho ng atong mga kahigalaan sa Kabisayan o Mindanao nga nakikuban ka na ito karabuntaga.
Mayong buntag yan sa inyo mga Cagayanon. Proud bisdak ta din eh. Yan. And Kuya Rick, it's good no na nagsugot yung mga greetings because my tita is watching from Japan.
Oy, so, from the land of the rising sun.
Yes, di ba? So sabi niya,
tita,
shout out to daw. So,
genki desu ka?
ano ibig sabihin nun?
Are you feeling good?
Okay. So yun.
Yeah. Ayan. Uy, batiin din natin yung kasama mo sa Gabriel Club.
Yung sinasabi mo kanina. So yes, one of the founders namin sa Gabriel Club na itinayo po namin na nakabakasyon ngayon sa Pilipinas, si Madam Josie Conlu. So hi to you and I hope na you're having a great time dyan sa Pilipinas, no?
And we hope that you will never forget to bring something for us when you return.
Actually, yun yung purpose bakit tayo bumate. Kasi sana naman, baka naman may pasalubong tayo pag-uwi, di ba?
Ang ganda ng topic natin ngayon, Ken, kasi hindi naman lahat na tao nagtagumpay. Di ba? Oo. Marami ang dumaan sa hirap, marami ang pumalpak, many failed, no? Kaya yung iba kasi lalo na balat sibuyas, nako, pag ayaw ko na, hesitant to start again. No? Kaya gusto nating batiin yung mga tao who failed in life in the past. So, you need to join us for the next 1 hour para alam niyo kung how to overcome this situation.
Yeah.
No? May mga kaibigan ka ba ng pumalpak na rin?
Of course. I mean, I think, Kuya Rick, na the reason why people are very successful are because they don't just give up on their failures, diba? And I'm lucky kasi I'm surrounded with very good people, very great mentors who have overcome those failures to be where they are right now. So if you're, lalo na ngayon, ang hirap ng buhay.
Ikaw ba ay nakakaranas ng failure in the past?
Of course, I mean, in all areas of my life, I think that my failures really have taught me very valuable
Pati love life?
Naman! Hindi pwedeng kaligtaan natin yan. Pero yun, it really has taught people very good, very valuable lessons to put you to where you are right now.
Okay. So that means that by looking at the environment, by examining the experiences of people and your own, marami kang ma-share sa atin, no?
Sana, we hope to add value to the people who are watching here today. And especially, Kuya Rick, na ang buhay ngayon, it's very, very difficult. And I think since the pandemic, it has made life a lot harder. Ang daming mga nagbagong dynamics, ang daming mga, a lot of areas of your life.
Disruptions in a positive manner. Di ba? Kasi yung before the pandemic, yung Zoom, kilala ba?
Exactly. We don't even know about that, right?
Exactly.
Pero ngayon, sobrang nag-transition to the digital world. Tapos, ang daming mga nahihirapang mag-adjust. Kaya I think it's about time, really. It's high time to talk about failures today.
So, umpisahan natin ang pag-share sa kanila about failure, kung paano ito overcome, no? At paano natin harapin ang mga pagsubok sa buhay. So stay where you are because we will be right back with insights when we return.
Not bad, huh? I think it needs something. And Whoa, hold it. Maybe something more bullish.
Bullish?
I mean, it has to be out of this world. No. What we really need is something seriously next level. Now that's next level.
Bybit! Yan ang dapat na talagang panoorin natin if you are into cryptocurrency. Welcome back to our discussion, Kent. No? Pag-usapan natin ngayon, bakit nag-failed ang isang tao? What are the causes why we encounter failures in our lives? Sabi nga niya, in any aspect of our life, pati na love life, no, nag-failed talaga. Para sa iyo, anong number one reason why people fail?
I think, Kuya Rick, ang pinaka-obvious na reason on why a lot of people fail talaga is sometimes you lack the necessary skill and knowledge dun sa pinupursue mo na bagay. Kasi ang dami sa atin na, paano ba, we are overconfident.
Believe sa sarili.
We overestimate what we are capable of doing. Na kapag isinabak na dun, because we have a very unrealistic idea of what we're capable of, our skills and our experience. Pagdating doon, parang kang nga, di ba, na you don't know what you really are supposed to do because you don't have the skill and knowledge to pursue that thing na pino-forward mo.
Exactly. Para bang sinabi mo na 5% knowledge, 95% believe in self.
Diba? 95% confidence. Actually, I'm a big believer of confidence, Kuya Rick. I think that confidence has led me to greater things in life talaga. Pero, hindi pwedeng confidence lang.
Dapat
diba?
talaga. May kakayahan ka.
You have to back it up, tama. Dapat yung confidence mo is properly anchored on realistic estimation of what you're capable of doing.
Dapat magkaroon talaga ng tinatawag na introspection, self-mastery.
Exactly.
Ano ba ang meron ka? Anong kakayahan meron ka? Ano yung kulang sa'yo?
Yeah, self-awareness talaga. You have to be aware of what you're good at ano pa yung mga bagay na kailangan mong paghandaan. My personal experience, for example, was, I'm a CPA by profession, sa sinasabi mo, and no one takes the CPA board exam without actually the proper skill and knowledge to take that one. You really have to impart yourself with. Sabi ni Blue.
Sobrang nag-agree si Blue today. Alam mo, malapit talaga ka sa. I noticed na ikaw talaga ay malapit sa. Blue, doon ka, Blue.
Sobrang nag-agree si Blue. Sabi niya, prepare daw siya today. Pero yun, I think it goes back to really having the proper skills and knowledge to embark on whatever you're about to do.
Katulad ng, alam mo ba na madugo yung being a CPA? No? Maliban sa you have to study different subjects for 4 years, yung review, ang dami. No? Kaya hindi ko na pinagtuloy yung pagka-CPA ko eh. I graduated in accounting but landed in broadcasting.
That's nice. Pero yeah, it's really not easy. And nothing worth having comes easy kasi you really have to invest in certain skills and knowledge.
Yeah, importante yan. Pangalawa, ano pa?
I think it's not important na you are ready with your knowledge. Also, dapat may certain kinds of preparation.
Preparation, importante yan.
Kaya a lot of people fail then. One of the reasons why a lot of people fail is because minsan hindi sila gaanong nagpe-prepare sa mga bagay-bagay.
Magaling ako. Sasabak ako. Bahala na si Batman. Di ba? Teka muna, pag-usapan natin. Being a Toastmasters champion, you compete with not only Filipinos but other nationalities as well.
Yeah.
When you sasabak ka sa isang competition, before stealing the limelight as a Toastmaster international champion, anong klaseng paghahanda ang ginawa mo?
Ang nakikita na kasi ng tao, Kuya Rick, is yung few minutes na nasa
stage ka na lang.
Perform. And people think that it's so easy, di ba? Kasi that's why a lot of people feeling nila kaya nila because it just looks so easy on stage. But what they don't know is that it took a lot of practice and preparation for it to look easy on stage.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So as a public speaker, it all starts with winning a lot of competitions. And before you win a lot of competitions prior to the international stage of public speaking, kailangan mong isulat yung speech mo, right? After mong isulat yung speech mo, you have to have it mentored with different mentors.
Ang problema, no? Because you have to listen to the advices of the mentors.
Exactly. Tapos ang daming back and forth niyan. Just ko nakaka-14 drafts yata.
Ganon ba? Ganon kahirap? Nako.
No one sees the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Diba? Pero after nung finalization of your draft, napakamadugong practice yan. So si Mami Josie yung binati natin kanina, is one of my greatest mentors and sobrang stricto niyan with our practices. Gabi-gabi kaming nag-e-ensayo to really nail the different segments of the speech. So again, it can take months really to prepare for a championship speech. And a lot of people think na ang dali lang yan, magsasalita ka lang on stage. Pero yun, no one thought about, or not a lot of people think about the preparation that goes with it to make it look so easy on stage.
Imagine the sleepless nights, no? Naaalala ko na yung kanya na nagpa-practice pa doon sa restaurant, and then you really have to, mahirap yan. Stay where you are. Babatiin mo na natin kung sino nanonood. Irene Tamoriti. Hi po.
Hi, Irene.
Makikita naman natin. RJ Gutierrez Ambalan. Maraming salamat for watching. Jason from Arayat, Pampanga.
Amazing. Hi sa mga Kapampangan friends natin dyan.
Nisa Dalagan. Hello, watching from Bohol. Oy,
Bisaya.
Asakhan niya. Chocolate Hills pa ni. Sa Sagbayan.
Regards to Tarsier.
Charissa Banyate. From Zamboanga del Norte.
Yan.
Ang dami nating mga kuwan. Jen Kaisip. From lahat. Sabi niya, binabati niya yung lahat na nanonood sa atin. Fidela Acaba from pagkaibigan lang mi. Hi from. Thank you. We are consider you as a friend. Irene Tamoriti. Kanina, Coronadal, Cotabato.
Hi, si Irene Tamoriti again from Coronadal, Cotabato. Happy watching.
Dalawa na yung na-mention mo. Ano pa para sa'yo?
Merong sinabi yung isang mentor ko sa akin dati, Kuya Rick, that up to now, I really believe to be so true. Sabi niya sa akin, your net worth is your network.
Importante yun. Parang nagdaan ka sa multi-level marketing.
Na-invite ako a couple of times. Pero yes, let's leave it at that. No, feeling ko kasi, one of the reasons why, and I brought that up here, and one of the reasons why a lot of people fail, kasi they lack the capacity to network to other people.
Depende yan, no? Paano kung ako ay isang introvert?
Feeling ko kasi, your capability to network to people and your introversion are two different things, right?
Kaya dapat tanggalin ko muna yung pagka-introvert ko, di ba?
Parang your introversion is part of your personality.
Yeah, exactly.
Pero it's not your whole personality.
Yeah,
diba?
exactly.
You as a person would also have to understand that it is necessary for you to avoid failures or overcome failures. It is necessary for you to network to other people, for you to really get to know other people. And it's not just other people, actually, correct? It is actually knowing
the right
and
people.
Networking the right people. Yes, exactly. Kaya sabi ko kanina sa'yo na I'm lucky to be surrounded with great mentors. Kasi I've been led to different people here in Dubai. And the people that I've really consciously chosen to surround myself with are those people who add positive impact to my life, who lead me to the right doors and opportunities. Kaya it's very important to, one, go out there, make the decision to go out there and know a lot of people, diba? To expand your network.
Yeah.
And second, to really choose the right people, yung mga tao who contributes positive change sa buhay mo and who leads you to the right opportunities.
At saka importante ngayon, yung tinatawag na brand association. Di ba? Halimbawa, ikaw, kahit mabait ka, magaling ka, pero yung environment mo na mga scammer, no? Pag nakikita ka ng tao na kasama mo sila, no? Halimbawa, 5 sila, pang-anim kang scammer, no? Kaya ingatan talaga natin na we need to associate ourselves with the right people.
Yeah, that's true. In the same way sa sinabi mo, Kuya Rick, sabi nila, if you surround yourself with 6 millionaires, you're gonna be the 7th.
Of course.
Diba? So, surround yourself with like-minded people. Yung mga tao na gusto mo sigurong maging in the future.
So iwasan natin yung mga tao na kung gusto nating matuto talaga, no? Let's have a growth mindset, but we'll refrain from associating yung mga IKEA mindset. Yung IKEA.
Ano yung IKEA?
I know everything already.
Gusto ko yun. May natutunan ako today.
At saka yung mga taong part ng organization na BITCH.
Ano yun?
BITCH.
Ano ibig sabihin?
Bitter individual that cackles hardship. Di ba? May mga taong complain, di ba?
Ang dami mong acronym ngayon. Gusto ko yun.
Di ba? Yung mga tao na ay, ang hirap ng buhay, di ba? Di kung ang hirap ng buhay, subukan mo sa kabilang buhay. Pangatlo na dapat iwasan natin, yung members ng haters. Hindi yung haters, ha? Haters.
Ano spelling ng
HATERS.
Ano ibig sabihin ng haters?
Having envy towards everyone reaching success. Yun, di ba?
Yes.
Marami yan.
Yung ang daming inggit sa puso, di ba?
Yung member ng crab mentality na, marami yan. Kaya iwasan natin. Tamang-tama ka, no? Network with the right type of people. Ano pa, Ken?
Isa rin siguro ko, Rick, on why a lot of people fail is because people have the tendency to have the victim mentality.
Ay!
Too much of victim mentality.
Marami!
I think a lot of people probably won't understand this, pero ito yung
example mo nga, victim mentality.
Halimbawa, kapag natalo ka sa sport,
natalo ka.
Sabi, talo pre kasi bias yung referee. Di ba? Or kaya kapag ako natalo ka sa public speaking, other public speakers could say na di kasi ako nakapag-practice ng maayos dahil dun sa mentor ko. Wala kasing oras.
Tsaka, ang init, yung aircon hindi gumagana, parang naapektado ang performance
di ba? Kung ano-ano na lang yung biniblame natin. And I think a lot of people don't understand na it's very important to take accountability.
You said it right, di ba? Para bang ito yung na may sakit na excusitis.
Gusto ko yun, excusitis.
Diba?
Excuse dito, excuse doon. Na parang, kailan kaya magiging mali mo, di ba? Kasi from your narratives, laging mali
yung iba,
ganito.
Outside factors, weather.
Well, totoo din naman na up to some extent, siguro may contribution yung things beyond your control. Diba? Pero balik tayo dun sa tip natin kanina about preparation. The reason also why you have to prepare is because you have to prepare for contingencies. Diba?
Of course,
kailangan kang may contingency
para
sa kung anong pwedeng mangyari. Yes.
What if? Just in case.
Exactly.
Diba?
Kaya yun, connected nito ng preparation is dahil nga hindi ka sobrang nakapag-prepare, kapag nag-fail ka, ayun, you don't take accountability. Hindi kasi ako binigyan ni mama ng baon, hindi pinayagan ng jowa, ang init sa labas. It's too much of that. I believe na if you start to take accountability and be responsible for your actions, for your decisions, dun ka maghuhugot kasi ng power na you'd start to realize, kaya ko pala. This is within my control. May pwede pala akong gawin.
Importante yung talaga have a sense of accountability. Don't blame others for your shortcomings in life.
Yeah.
Bakit mo ibigay sa iba? Bakit? Kung mag-succeed ba, sila ba ang dahilan?
Exactly, di ba? Hindi mo naman sila papasalamatan lagi.
Stay where you are dahil exciting. Marami tayong natutunan kay Ken. Abangan sa aming pagbabalik.
What's the true meaning of luxury anyway? It's not always about opulence. Or extravagance even. It's more about being able to revel in the finer things in life. Living well, you know? In a new world where space is of utmost importance, it's about comfort. Having peace of mind, feeling secure about yourself and your surroundings. It's about having time. The nearness of you and everything else you might need. But more importantly, it's about being able to share it all with you. Lucima, the luxury of wellness and sustainability.
Arthaland! Yan ang kumpanya na magbibigay sa atin ng katuparan sa isa sa mga pangarap natin na magkaroon ng bahay. Di ba? Yan ang isa sa baon nating pangarap. Ken, welcome back to our life-changing discussion. Ang ganda ng usapan natin. Ano pa?
Isa din sa reason bakit man nag-feel yung mga tao, wala silang enough self-belief.
Yun din ang problema ko. Dati. Oo.
Feeling ko lahat tayo dumaan dito.
Ikaw ba? Kasi from D ka di ba? Oo. Ako from D din, no? Nung dumating ka dito sa Dubai, magaling ka na bang magsasalita?
Of course not. Diyos ko, lahat ng to natutunan at pinagdaanan, di ba? And I think, Kuya Rick, normal naman siguro na pagdadaanan natin yung you doubt your capabilities. Ito yung opposite kanina ng overconfidence. Ito naman, di ba, parang lack of self-confidence, lack of self-belief.
Paano mo na-overcome yung situation na I'm sure when you arrive here, kulang ka rin sa tiwala sa sarili mo, kabado ka, di ba? Paano mo nagawa ng paraan to boost your morale and be confident on what you can bring to the table?
Nako, I remember it was a difficult time sobra kasi especially when you came here in Dubai, 'di ba? Sobrang intimidating ng lahat ng tao, ang daming magagaling, matatalino, a lot of successful people. Pero I think personally to me, the way that I may have in some sort of way overcome it was one to really empower myself with the right skills.
Okay.
'Di ba? Kasi hindi ka naman pwedeng confident ka tapos wala ka namang alam, hindi ka naman magaling.
Iba 'yon.
So
hambog na ang tawag noon.
'Di ba? Una, para feeling mo magaling ka, maging magaling ka muna. So invest in skills, invest in knowledge, equip yourself with the necessary tools.
Importante talaga yan.
And second, and I think hand in hand, yung parallel equation natin dito is you surround yourself with people who believe in you. Kasi minsan, ang hirap maniwala sa sarili when everyone else don't believe in you as well.
Of course.
Or worse, sila yung mga nagpuput down sa'yo. They tell you that you're not good enough.
You are a threat. Oo, di ba? Imbis na i-boost yung moral mo, they will encourage you to, wag na. You will fail. No, wala mangyayari sa iyo. Maraming magaling.
Mga bad influence, di ba?
Yung tinatawag na dream stealers.
I like that. Yun. So I think if you focus on these two things, Kuya Rick, na invest, equipping yourself with the right tools and surrounding yourself with right people, slowly but surely, you're gonna realize na kaya palang paniwalaan yung sarili ko. I can believe in what I'm capable of.
Because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will.
Exactly.
Oo.
Diba?
Teka muna, gusto kong batiin natin yung mga taga-Promdi, no? Yung mga from the province. So huwag po kayong, don't ever think that because you are in the province, you cannot make it big in a big city.
Exactly.
No. Kaming dalawa po ay galing sa baryo. Baryo ako no? Lumaki ako na dagat ang harap, ilog ang likod.
Ang saya. Mga Bisaya kasi kami ni Kuya Rico dito. So,
Bisaya.
ay sa mga Bisaya namin ng mga friends dyan.
Kaya, importante, no? You said it right. No, dapat meron ka talagang self-belief, no? Kasi kung wala kang tiwala sa sarili mo, kabado ka.
Always.
Di ba?
Always.
Ito, pag-usapan natin love life. Nung una ba, yung unang successful ka ba sa pagdiga ng una?
Hindi, of course. Kaya
diba?
naman tayo, di ba?
Di ba? Busted. Pero hindi tayo titigil. Di ba?
Dapat porsigido tayo.
Porsigido ka talaga. No. I have to have a love life, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Otherwise, baka maging single tayo for life.
Yun nga yung gusto ko sanang batiin. Gusto kong batiin yung mga single natin na friends dyan na sobrang nahihirapan sa mga paglandi ngayon.
Ay, kwento lang. Picky sila. Masyadong mapili. Ang standard nila ay masyadong mataas katulad ni Visa Katrina. Papayat ka na lang. Hindi ka magka-boyfriend. No? Visa Katrina, papayat ka na lang. Hindi ka magka-boyfriend kung hindi mo babaan ang qualification. Gusto kong batiin pala ang taong nag-umpisa ng Tibon, Direct Mike Nerpule. Yan!
Direct Mike.
Yan ang, buti na lang, hindi siya binabantayan ni Jana palagi. No? May trust lang talaga si Jana sa kanya.
Balik tayo.
Balik tayo.
Proceed tayo with our next reason and why people fail. Isa sa mga reason din, Kuya Rick, people fear the fear of failure.
Ayun, no? yun ang tinatawag na atichiphobia. Oh.
Ano yan?
Atichiphobia.
Atichiphobia.
Parang, pero yun talaga, parang yun.
Term.
Term, di ba?
The fear of failure. Kasi, you would only know whether you fail or you succeed at something if you really try it. Pero if you dismiss the opportunity to even do it in the first place, you would never know.
Of course.
You would never know. And you end up failing talaga because you've never done it. You haven't succeeded it. Ang daming takot na baka hindi sila maging successful at certain things. They end up not doing it at all.
Hindi nila alam na yung unang, the act of not trying at all is already a sample of what failure is.
To me nga, Kuya Rick, feeling ko, the biggest failure is not trying at all.
Yun na.
Kasi at least kapag tinry mo and nag-fail ka, somehow natututo ka eh. Pero if you dismiss yourself totally of the opportunity to even learn something from it, I think that's the biggest failure in life.
Kaya nga, huwag yung katakutan yung failure. Let's break it down. Failure from the word fail. F-A-I-L, no? Para hindi kayo kabahan, first attempt in learning. Diba?
I like that.
First attempt, yung pwede ka naman magkamali, no? Or first axis in learning. Yun na lang. First axis in learning. Parang first step, di ba?
Gusto ko, ang dami mong pa-acronyms na yun. No, that's really good kasi ang daling tandaan eh. Di ba? Catchy kasi siya. Ang daming mga nuggets of wisdom na mapupulot in our episode.
Kaya nga, yung fear of failure eh. Yung fear is, there are two ways of handling fear. No? First is forget everything and run and face everything and rise.
Yes.
The choice is yours. Dapat yun talaga ang gagawin, no? Ikaw nung nag-fail ka halimbawa, no, from your professional, personal, let's look at yung competition. Toastmasters International. Natalo ka ba?
A lot of times.
Ano yung feeling mo nung natalo ka?
Initially, it hurt, no? Kasi pinaghirapan mo yun. Lalo na kapag sobrang nag-ensayo ka. Pero after that, you have to find ways to convert that pain into further and stronger drive to do better. Yun. You channel your emotions to the right kind of emotions to inspire you to become better or to do better next time.
Tanggalin natin yung resentment.
Yes. The word is resentment.
Di ba? Kasi kung meron kang halimbawa, kung hindi ka nanalo this time, probably there are areas that you need to improve in order for you to create a better version of yourself.
Yes. Kaya nagustuhan ko sinabi mo na first access in learning. Kasi with failure, you get to be better at it. Kasi you learn from those experiences.
Paano naman yung hindi natuto? No. Bumagsak, nag-fail, pero nag-try again, tapos ganoon pa rin. Ano ang tawag niyan?
Paano ba?
Tangi-A. Diba? Kasi when you fail, you need to study, no? Bakit ka nag-fail, no?
Pero kung hindi ka natuto,
ayun nga, Tangi-A.
Yun yung mga Tangi-A natin.
Buti na lang natuto tayo. No? Kaya kami, slight Tangi-A before. Slight lang. At least natuto tayo, di ba? Ano pa?
Ano din, dahil may mga tao who lack persistence.
Ay, nako.
Ayaw
nilang, masaktan lang ng isang beses, ayoko na.
They give up too soon, di ba? Kasi tingin ko, yung mga failures, they're there. One of the reasons why they're there is it tests your, on how much you want something.
Okay.
Diba?
Your burning desire.
Yes. Your passion on that endeavor. Pero kapag nag-fail ka lang tapos umayaw ka na, siguro sasabihin ni Lord, sige, hindi ko na lang ito ibibigay sa iyo kasi hindi mo naman to ganun ka gusto. Diba? Itinigil mo na ng ganun ka aga. So, kaya sobrang gusto ko yung word na grit.
Of course.
Diba?
Diba? Combination. Persistence and perseverance plus grit. Grabe.
You're gonna go places.
Equals resiliency.
Kasi kaya gusto ko yung grit kasi it really encompass yung kasama na yung persistence doon na it goes to show on how much you really want something. Kasi you invest knowledge in it tapos you don't just give up. Di ba?
May kutob ako nagbabasa ka sa libro ni Angela Duckworth.
I've heard of that. Paramin mo ako ng libro na these
Of
days.
course. Oo. Mamili ka lang sa 4 na bookshelves ko.
May pa-library si Kuya Rick dito eh.
Ano pa?
May mga tao din na they fail because they're very resistant to change.
Oy, meron talaga.
Ayaw nilang may mga
Kaya
pagbabago,
nga
Kuya
may
Rick.
fear of the uncertainty. Takot. No? What if I fail? No? Yung mga ganun ba nga? JIT at JIC.
Ano yan?
Yung isa naman, just in time and just in case. So,
Just in time and just in case.
Oh.
Gusto ko yun. But, kasi Kuya Rick, I believe na the only constant thing in this world is change, 'di ba? And the sooner we accept that, the better it is for our lives.
pero maraming tao na ayaw mag-change, Ken.
Oh.
Especially if they are dwelling in their comfort zone.
Yun sana yung next point ko na sometimes people are too comfortable with their comfort zone, and true enough, your comfort zones are very nice places to visit.
But nothing will ever grow
Nothing
from a
will
comfort
ever
zone.
go there. So, I mean, kung gusto mong maging komportable, sige, diyan ka, 'di ba? Wag mong tanggapin yung mga pagbabago that the world offers you. Pero if you want to overcome those failures and become successful in life, you have to be someone who's comfortable to a lot of changes. Kasi ang mundo nagbabago lagi. And kung hindi ka nagbabago together with it, maiwan ka.
Oo. Lalo na yung mga members sa organization na standby.
Standby.
Isa silang talagang ayaw magbagong buhay, ayaw yumaman. Di ba? Standby.
Yun. Be open to changes. Because it's the only constant thing in this world.
Yung iba talaga, may mga tao talaga, Ken, na ayaw nila kasi kabado sila na pag mag-change sila, hindi na yung normal na sila. No? Lalo na pag they lack the necessary skills and knowledge, no? Para bang ayoko papalpak ako, dito na lang ako, no? Yun ang problema. Stay where you are dahil magbabalik po kami. Marami pa tayong matutunan with Kent when we return.
Binibini lang ba kung paano nahulog sa'yo? Naramdaman lang bigla ng puso. Aking sinta, ikaw lang nagparamdam nito. Kaya sabihin mo sa akin ang tumatakbo sa isip mo. Kung mahal mo na rin ba ako, isayaw mo ako sa gitna ng
Doon tayo sa elegante, pero sulit. UAE Kabayan Souk.
Doon na tayo sa elegante UAE Kabayan. So, good morning, Mr. Amigo and Miss A na nagbakasyon sa Bacolod City. Welcome back, Ken.
Thank you.
Ano pa?
One of the reasons why people change as well is because masyado silang gustong mag-procrastinate.
Nako, marami tayong kaibigan na guilty niya.
Natatamaan sila.
Bato-bato sa langit, ang tamaan ay pum! Sapol.
Kasi Kuya Rick, ang daming distractions ngayon sa mundo, di ba? Ang daling mag-Netflix lang, ang daling magbabad sa Facebook, sa TikTok. Kaya ang daming mga ang plano sa buhay na napuput off. Kasi sabi nila,
bukas na lang.
Di ba? Bukas na lang, may time pa naman yan sa weekend, di ba? Pero hindi mo nare-realize na ang dami mo na palang oras na nasasayang because you've been putting off a lot of things.
Yung tawag na manana habit talaga.
Habit. Na sige, mamaya na lang, bukas na lang, next week na lang. Ang ending tuloy, naubusan ka na ng oras to do that something that you've been
nakaka-apekta din sa image mo. Di ba? Sino ba ang maniniwala? Who do you think will deal with a person who cannot even make things happen with deadline?
Yes.
Di ba?
Show up for yourself, diba? Show up for other people. If you're not true to the deadlines you've set,
respect the time of other people.
Kaya yun, people fail because a lot of them procrastinate.
You know the consequence of procrastinating. You are missing an opportunity. You are wasting your time, and you are damaging your reputation.
Yeah. And you're disrespecting other people's
Of course,
time.
of course. Yung focus ba would you consider that?
Of course. I think isa yan sa listahan natin, di ba? Some people lack focus. That's why they fail at things. Yung tipong, okay naman eh. Meron, magaling ka naman na, di ba? Tapos confident ka, may self-belief ka. Pero if you're trying to juggle a lot of things at the same time, because of your inability to focus on one thing, kaya ka tuloy nagfi-fail. It's like, para kang may hawak na dalawang plato, tapos nagwawabble yung isa. So we're trying to save both. Dahil you're trying to save both, ang dalaw tuloy yung nabasag. Di ba? Sometimes there are decisions when you really just have to choose to focus on one thing.
Yung you need to know how to prioritize what matters most to really bring you to greater heights.
Yeah. Ganyan sinasabi nila, diba, na jack of all trades, master of none. Sa dami mong bagay na gustong gawin ng sabay-sabay, ang ending lahat tuloy sila mediocre performance, failure.
Ang sample talaga niyan yung sa multi-level marketing. No? Sumali ka na sa isa, no? Tapos may lalapit sa'yo after terms, uy, maraming produkto, mas maraming kitaan, sali ka na naman. No? Tapos next week, crypto, sali ka na naman. So, ang dami mong sinalihan, wala ka ng laser light focus.
Hindi ka na nagpo-focus in one product lang sana. Ang ending, wala. Talo ka sa lahat. Kasi wala kang oras ibenta yun.
Yun, ano pa?
Isa siguro yung not learning from your past mistakes. Sabi mo nga kanina ko, Eric, di ba, na our experiences are there to teach us something. And failures are supposed to be there to let you know on how you can do better next time. But if you fail to learn or take the lessons that those experiences give you, ang ending niyan, paulit-ulit mo siyang may
same
experience.
Thing, same strategy. It should be na when you fail, pick up the broken pieces, start all over again, but with a different approach.
Yes,
dapat
a different mindset. Diba? Pero, if wala ka namang natutunan doon sa past mistakes mo, ay, nako, you're gonna go through this. Parang ano lang yan, Kuya Ricky, parang course na binagsak mo nung college, di ba? Na saka ka lang mag-move forward kung napasa mo na siya. But until and unless napasa mo tong exam na to, in our case, sa life natin, napasa mo na, or na-learn mo na yung mga lessons that you have to pick up from this, you'd always go back to those experiences.
Yan.
Go back to those mistakes.
Ang dami na nating naibigay sa kanila na learnings about the failure, kung bakit pumalpak yung isang tao. I think it's high time that we discuss, kasi para sa kanila, negative yung failure. But there's a benefit of failure in our life, which we will discuss when we return sa pagbabalik. Commercial muna.
Not bad, huh? I think it needs something. And all-time high. Whoa, hold it. Maybe something more bullish. Bullish? I mean, it has to be out of this world. No. What we really need is something seriously next level. Now that's next level.
Thank you for staying with us. Batiin muna natin yung nanonood, Ken. No? Laila Bayanico Studio from Ilocos Norte, Sevilla Ondan. Kumusta naman kayong dyan? Ayan, Vanessa Laruya. Hello po!
Yeah.
Vanessa, how are you? Rica Marciano from Saria. I think Sariraya or Saraya Quezon. No, ito malapit yan sa yung sa Lucena, no? Yoli Angeles Okay, T-Bone, the Bill R Production. Happy birthday to Glenn Omega, Enzo and Bell. Naku,
Yan.
itong si Enzo, siguro ang daming bumati ng mga matrona sa kanya kahapon. No? Kasi ito yung kilabot ng mga matrona, sabi nila.
Narinig ko nga.
Oo. Ang galing pa niyan magtato.
Ay.
Ay, naku. Oo. Lalo na pag yung sa kuan dito sa likod ng tattoo niya. Oo, grabe. Pero manginginig siya. Pag lalo na pag babae. Watching from Pampanga, Adrian Valencia. Primrose Doroteo. Yan.
Sa mga taga-13.
No. Roycel Moreno from Pampanga.
Ang daming kapampangan na nanonood sa atin today.
Cebu, Toledo.
Ayan.
Sian. Oo. Agnes Ripalda from Liloan, Cebu. Nako, Liloan, yung Rosquillos.
Ay.
Oo.
Sarap yan.
Sarap yan. Oo. Primrose Doroteo, Cavite pala si
Cavite,
Primrose.
yung 13.
Oo. At si Kiana Audrey watching from Nueva Ecija. No, marami pa. Ipakita lang natin yung mga comments nila sa screen, no? Welcome back. Ito na yung
Thank you.
para sa iba kasi parang negative talaga ang arrive ng failure. Pero para sa iyo, ano ba ang naitutulong ng failure sa buhay ng tao?
Ito yung mas kailangan natin pag-usapan, Kuya Rick, on how can failure help us to become better individuals. No? And top one on my list, I believe failure helps us discover our strengths and weaknesses.
Oh, yeah.
Ito yung connected sa sinabi natin kanina about learning from your mistakes. Kasi when you encounter failure, diyan mo kasi, syempre, madedepress ka, di ba? Madadown ka at first. And during those reflective times, you then start to ask yourself, saan ba ako nagkulang?
Ano yung kulang na talent ko? Anong skill?
Ano ang pwede kong i-improve? And that's where you identify your weakness. And ang importante dito sa weaknesses na to is you don't let it stay as weaknesses. Diba?
Convert it!
Diba? You find ways to convert that to strengths. Kasi hindi ako magaling dito or I'm not very knowledgeable with this, anong pwede kong gawin so that the next time I experience the same, I go through the same experience.
Magaling ka na.
You don't fail again, di ba? You learn from your mistakes.
Halimbawa, no? Kung ang problema mo is public speaking, mag-join ka ng Toastmasters Club.
Exactly, di ba? Contact me kung gusto nyo. Kung gusto nyo ng mentor sa public speaking, okay lang ako. I'm very
next,
open.
ano pa?
One of the reasons then on how failure can help us is it somehow gives you a new perspective in life.
Yung pananaw sa buhay, iba na.
It changes your perspective. It puts things into perspective.
Magbigay ka ng sample on your personal life na ito ang nabago yung pananaw mo.
Gusto kong i-bring up dito yung relationships na bring up mo kanina. Diba? Kasi especially when you encounter failed relationships, ang hirap mag-move on. Merong considerable time to move on. Pero when you surround yourself with the right people, tapos nagbabasa ka ng mga self-help books, minsan it leads your perspective into thinking na baka siguro nag-fail yun kasi you are meant for someone else. Diba? It will lead you to the person that you're gonna end up with na panghabang buhay.
Panghabang buhay na be forever, diba? Para bang kumakanta ka ng yung England Dan and John Ford Coley na makaka-relate si Josie Conlo nito, no? Kasi alam naman yung kuha niya, di ba? Mga 90s baby,
90s baby.
It is sad to belong to someone else when the right one comes along, di ba? Yung ano yung bagong Tagalog ngayon na pinagtagpo pero ano?
Di tinadhana.
Ano pa?
One of the reasons as well how failure can help us is ano, Kuya Rick, it teaches us the value of resilience.
Ayan, magbigay ka ng sample para maintindihan nila.
Resilience kasi ito yung one of the most talked about terms ngayon, and I think we Filipinos are very good at it.
We are an epitome of the word resilience.
Diba? Kita mo naman sa Pilipinas, binagyo na itong ano-ano, pero people will still find ways to find joy out of it and become better and stronger persons out of it.
Sabi nga ng mga taga-ibang lahi, ang Pilipino daw kahit binagyo na lindol pero nakangiti pa rin.
Sila pa din yung mga tumatawa kahit ano nang unos yung nangyari sa buhay. And I think resilience is your capability to become a better individual after a failed experience.
Parang naalala ko yung quotation ni Professor Landa Hocano ng UP, University of the Philippines, yung UP, na sabi niya na A Filipino is like a mythological bamboo who sways valiantly among the winds of misfortune, only to rise again unscathed when the tempest is over to meet again the warmth of the morning sun.
I like that. I like that.
Tagalogin natin, no?
Sige po.
Ang Pilipino daw ay maihalintulad sa isang maalamat na puno ng kawayan na magiting na humahapay sa bugso ng kalikasan upang bumangon muli at harapin ang maaliwalas na bukang liwayway. Oh, di ba? Yan ang Pinoy.
Ang daming baon.
We should be proud of being a Filipino, no?
That's true. That's true. Resilience. Every failed experience, it teaches you how to be more resilient than how you were the last time.
So, yung sample niyan, yung love life mo talaga, di ba? Next, ano ba?
It also, allows us to bounce back higher and stronger. Diba? Kasi, I mean, if you're at the bottom of the pit, of the food chain, diba? You reach rock bottom, there's no other way but up, eh. Diba? And I think it's not about how hard you failed or how hard you fell. It's more about how hard you've bounced back from that failure. So, next time that you're in a rut, next time that you're in a failed experience, don't think so much about how much you failed. Think about how will you bounce back stronger from this experience? How will you prove not just to other people, but more importantly to yourself? How will you prove to yourself that you're a better individual? Because you are an accumulation of your past experiences.
Exactly, you said it right.
So, tanungin mo yung sarili mo, ano ba yung mga natutunan mo in your past experiences, in your previous failures that will become relevant to this current problem? So yun, it's all about bouncing back higher and stronger than you fell.
Ang gandang pakinggan. Bouncing back stronger. Hindi yung bounce back weak. Di ba? Parang nag-fail ka lang, matamlay ka na. Wake up!
Di ba? You give up too soon. No. Give all the more reason for you to be inspired with that failure. Find ways kung paano ka ba mas magiging magaling because of this experience.
Isa sa nakakatawa pero ito talaga the way I see it, when you fail, doon mo makikita kung sino ang tunay na kaibigan mo.
Gusto ko yan.
Di ba?
Kasi, during sunny days, a lot of people can be around you.
Exactly.
You'll be surrounded
especially
with
when you are partying, have a good time. Di ba?
Diba? Ang dami, your circle is very huge. Ang daming gustong makiselebrate sa'yo. Diba? Parang nanalo lang yun ng loto. Bigla ang dami mong kaibigan. Hihingi ng balato. Pero I think it is only when you experience the rainy days.
Exactly.
That you get to know who your true friends are. Sino ba yung mga taong nanatili to be with you during those rainy seasons? And I think this is why failure can also be very helpful to us, because you don't lose friends. It just shows you who your true friends are.
Exactly.
During failure.
Doon talaga nila kung yung tunay yung kaibigan mo through thick and thin, no? Yan lang sa gilid. Pero pag hindi, yung pang good times lang, pag ikaw na yung naghihirap, nako.
Iiwan ka na nila, di ba? They're gonna look for other people to celebrate.
Exactly.
Kasi wala na silang nakukuha sa iyo. A lot of people are there kasi they get something out of you. Di ba? Pero the moment na you're at the bottom pits, people start to look for other people then to take advantage.
Parang naalaala ko yung favorite saying ko na success is relative. The more successful you are, the more relatives you have. Stay where you are. Magbabalik kami with tips on how to manage failure when we return.
What's the true meaning of luxury anyway? It's not always about opulence. Or extravagance, even. It's more about being able to revel in the finer things in life. Living well, you know? In a new world where space is of utmost importance, it's about comfort. Having peace of mind, feeling secure about yourself and your surroundings. It's about having time. The nearness of you and everything else you might need. But more importantly, it's about being able to share it all with you. Lucima, the luxury of wellness and sustainability.
Nako, ang sarap ng pinag-uusapan natin. Life-changing. Lalo na pag i-apply niyo yung binahagi ni Ken sa atin. No? Ken, ito na yung hinihintay. No? Paano ba talaga? Pero bago ang lahat, no? Baka may nakalimutan kang batiin. Tell them about your social media accounts.
Yun. So, friends, I also host a podcast that's available in Spotify and Apple Podcasts and any other platform.
Kasama mo yung pinsan mo, maganda.
Yes, I'm joined with my cousin. So our podcast it's called Just Because Podcast. Pero yung cause is COUZ, diba? So it's Just Because Podcast. It's cousin conversations where we talk about anything and everything just because. And if you're into public speaking, then especially here in Dubai and United Arab Emirates, Toastmasters International would be the way to improve that. If you want to know more, just message me on Facebook. That's Kent Sabehon.
Ayan. And huwag kaligtaan, no? Follow Tatak Pinoy Loud and Proud. Huwag yung Tatak Pinoy Loud. Oh, merong impostor ngayon. Fake!
May fake account.
Oh, may fake account na Tatak Pinoy Loud. Loud lang. No? Hindi siya proud. Loud lang. Kaya fake yan. Ganun ba?
Ganun yan kapag may mga mga scammers, ibig sabihin sikat ka na daw.
Pati si Conjen nga. Oh, yung account din. Oh, grabe. Oo. At si Ion Gonzaga, yung account niya.
Yes, ano siya. Oo, meron ding gumaya.
Gaya. Na ngayon, anong tips ang naibigay mo, Ken?
Gusto ko kay Rick na ang tawag natin dito is tips in managing failure. It's actually not tips in avoiding failure, di ba?
But managing.
Managing failure because sometimes you can't avoid failure. And napag-usapan natin kanina, failure can actually help us with a lot of areas. So here, we're trying to talk about tips in managing failure. And I think number one to that is you really have to recognize and accept your emotions.
Hindi easy yan. Hindi
it's
easy.
It's not. Lalo tayo mga Pilipino, Kuya Rick, we're generally known to be emotional people. Kaya sometimes nahihirapan tayong i-manage to. Pero the reason why your emotions can come at a great play with managing failure. Kasi a lot of your attitude towards failure is rooted from your emotion that comes with it. Diba? Sabi mo kanina, how did I feel when I fail my public speaking competitions? And I think it's important to acknowledge na sa una naman talaga masakit.
No.
'Di ba? Sa una naman talaga it's depressing, especially if you've poured in your blood and sweat and time and effort to it. Pero ito yung importante dun. That's why we say accept your emotions, recognize them because you don't have to shrug away that depression, that sadness.
Otherwise, babalik pa rin yan.
Yeah, di ba? Recognize na malungkot ka, di ba? Accept it, di ba? Wallow in that depression and spend probably 15, 20 minutes, 30, an hour, even a day to be depressed. The important thing is you don't stay there.
Diba? Of course. Move on. Kaya huwag kalimutan no pain, no gain.
Recognize the emotion but don't linger into it.
Gusto ko yun. Don't linger. Umalis ka dyan.
Yeah. Diba? Kasi okay lang maging malungkot, pero the more important thing is how do we bounce back higher? Paano natin ito susolusyonan?
Ano pa?
Next is in managing your failure, don't make it too personal.
Maraming tao ang ganyan. Ako talaga, wala talaga ako dahil kulang ako sa experience. Wala talaga ako magawa niyan kasi sabi nila, bobo ako eh.
Yes, yun. Yun talaga, Kuya Rick. Yung, we have the tendency to label ourselves just because we failed in certain areas. Yung sinabi mo nga, di ba, kapag bumagsak ka lang siguro sa board exam, you're gonna tell yourself, bobo ako. Because other people told me na bobo ako. I tried to also accept the fact na baka nga bobo ako. And a lot of people think na they are just one thing, di ba? Because they feel that one experience, they think na that defines who they are. And we're here to tell you that you're not defined by your previous mistakes. You're not defined by your failures. So don't take your failures too personal, because although it is part of you, the good news is it is just a part of you.
Yung para hindi sila masyadong masaktan, consider yung nag-fail, you failed in an activity, not as a person.
Yes.
So hindi personal yan, no? Yung ginawa mo, hindi yung pagkatao mo.
It doesn't define you, diba? And you really have to think through it na it's not you, it's those certain areas.
Yung ginawa mo lang, kulang ka siguro sa preparasyon, kulang ka sa skills, kulang ka sa support ng walang team effort, walang team support, di ba? Maraming factors. O ano pa?
Isa din siguro is especially ako, feeling ko this is too personal to me. There was a considerable amount of time when I consider other people's opinions so much. So tips in managing your failure: don't think or bother yourself too much with what other people think about you.
Don't seek
What's the true meaning of luxury anyway? It's not always about opulence. Or extravagance, even. It's more about being able to revel in the finer things in life. Living well, you know? In a new world where space is of utmost importance, it's about comfort. Having peace of mind, feeling secure about yourself and your surroundings. It's about having time. The nearness of you and everything else you might need. But more importantly, it's about being able to share it all with you. Lucima, the luxury of wellness and sustainability.
Thank you for staying with us. Malapit na tayo matatapos. Ken, ano pa ang pwede mong maibahagi?
So tips in managing our failure, another one is take responsibility of your failures. Connected to sa sinabi natin kanina about taking accountability, no? Na forget about blaming other people. Forget about blaming environmental aspects of why that has led to a failure. No? Take responsibility of that failure, because I think in owning that decision, diba? In owning that decision, you realize that you have the power pala to control certain areas.
Ang problema kasi pride, no? Kaya tanggalin natin, lunukin natin. Kaya nga pride. Alam mo yung ang acronym ko ng pride, no? Personal restraint inside defending ego. Yun lang. Tanggalin natin yan. No? Instead, you examine ano ba ang pwedeng gawin para lalo tayong gagaling. Let's create a better version of ourselves.
Diba? It all boils down to you. So be accountable for it and find ways to be better at it.
Tanggalin na yung excusitis. Ano pa?
Managing your failure is you can use this failure as a way to improve yourself. It's more about being a better version of yourself. And this goes back to yung unang pinag-usapan natin kanina. We fail because we lack skills and knowledge.
Exactly.
Natin kanina. Pero for you to manage that, very obvious kung nagkulang ka in certain things, then improve on those certain things. Learn and have the consciousness, the reflection na bakit nga ba ako nag-fail? Identify the areas, and when you identify that, you can use these answers to your questions to address mga gaps ba sa buhay mo, sa personality mo, sa skill and knowledge bank mo. Identify where those gaps are so that you know where and what to fill in.
You need to have a growth mindset. Katulad ng Japanese, Kaizen, di ba?
Kaizen,
Continuous improvement. Dapat talaga gumawa tayo ng paraan para gagaling tayo. Because if you are good, no, yung itong importante why blend when you can stand out? Why fit in when you can stand out?
Exactly.
Because when people recognize you, no, you will be rewarded three ways. No, people will give you the respect. People will give you their attention. And ang pinaka-importante, money, because they will do business with you.
Yun yung favorite ko, Kuya Rick.
They will do business with you. Katulad mo, pina-MC ka. No, doon sa Independence Day. Totoo ba na 10,000 daw yung talent fee mo?
Huwag natin sabihin. Baka ma-pressure si Mother Josie dito.
Last, para, ano?
Going back. I think ang pinaka-importanting ways to manage your failure is to create a plan on how to move forward. Di ba?
Importante yung plan talaga.
Kasi walang kwenta kung nag-reflect ka lang, walang kwenta yung kung masyado ka lang introspective of your thoughts if you don't exactly put this into actions. So, after you fail, magplano ka kung paano mo ba malalagay ito into actionable items that you can truly do and carry out so that you come out bigger from this experience.
Problema lang yan, there's always a gap between a plan and implementation, no? Dapat kung ano yung plano mo, gawin mo.
Kaya hand in hand sana yung plano at yung execution natin. Na after you plan, kung paano ka ba mag-move forward. And dapat itong plano na to, it has to be actionable. Ano ba yung pwede mong gawin?
Exactly.
It has to be time-bound. Kailan ba yung deadline nito? Diba?
Hindi pwede yung inshallah. Di ba?
Yung mga manyana habit natin. Diba?
Dapat talaga, kung sa goals nga, smart diba?
Goals. We can talk a lot about this, but it has to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, tsaka time-bound.
Time-bounded. May deadline talaga.
So, itong mga to, set up goals, your plans, and then make sure that you carry out those plans so that meron ka talagang nagawa, actionable points for you to become a better version of yourself every time you encounter a failure.
Naalaala ko tuloy yung kay Stephen Covey na habit 2. Begin with the end in mind.
Yes,
how do you see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now? You have to make sure that the things that you do on a daily basis will lead you to where you want to be 5 years or 10 years from now.
Define that vision, diba? Visualize that. Because without that vision, you're always gonna feel lost.
Exactly.
Diba?
Wala kang sense of direction. Ang dami nating natutunan. At Ken, pasalamatan mo nga yung nanonood sa atin.
So I'd like to thank all the people who are watching, joining us here today sa live session natin ngayon. We've talked about a lot of things and hopefully you were able to take back nuggets of wisdom dito sa ating episode na ito. We'd like to greet everyone who's watching from the Philippines. I know, Kuya Rick, that we're being watched by a lot of people in different areas of the Philippines.
4.2 million followers ng T-Bone, no?
True. So, hi sa inyo lahat. And of course, to everyone who's watching this nationwide, good morning, good afternoon, good night, sa kung saan man kayo sa panig ng mundo. We hope that you're having as much fun as we are right now because ako, ang dami ko talaga natututunan sa conversations na to.
Kaya, kung mag-fail man kayo, huwag kayong never ever give up kasi ang daming naging successful because they persist, they persevere. Ang sample lang yan. Thomas Edison. He failed 10,000 times before he perfected the light bulb.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? Colonel Sanders of Kentucky Fried Chicken, he was rejected by 1,009 restaurant owners.
Wow.
Jack Canfield, the author of Chicken Soup for the Soul, he was rejected by 144 publishers.
Oh, wow.
J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter, 12 major publishers rejected her. What made them successful? It's the spirit of not giving
Yeah,
up.
persistence.
Kaya, we'd like to end this session by saying, don't ever
Give
give
up!
up!
See you next time!